Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Mission Matters. My name is Adam Torres, and if you'd like to apply to be a guest on the show, just head on over to missionmatters.com and click on Be Our Guest to apply. All right, so today I have Sean McDonald on the line, and he's co-founder and CEO over at Melting Forest, and this episode is part of our CPG Convergence Conference series where we bring you the best of those that are attending and participating and exhibiting at the CPG Convergence Conference. If you don't know what I'm talking about, that's going to be taking place June 25th, so we're releasing this on the 24th, so you're hearing it today. Come out, grab some tickets. Love to see you there, but there should be a link in the show notes. You click on the link, it'll take you to a Luma page. Buy some tickets. I'm going to be there. We're going to be doing live interviews from the stage, and we're going to be sampling product. Sean's going to be there. This is a good way for me to cue you in, Sean. Sean, welcome to the show.
Yep, great to meet you. Yep, come on out and try Melting Forest.
Yeah, so Sean, I've been looking at your website, man, and I'll tell you the product looks delicious. Meltingforest.com. Rediscover your balance with functional mushrooms. So I'm reading that right from the top of the site. So I want to get into that, but before we get into that, I want to get into your entrepreneurial story a little bit. So were you always an entrepreneur? Like, where did that piece of it come from?
Yeah, I mean, even down in high school, trying to get class done early to work and get myself involved in some type of business. But yeah, entrepreneurial spirit coming from my parents. My father's entrepreneur and just generationally just part of me.
Was he in like a food type business or like for that?
No, yeah, actually, no, he's actually the hologram world. So he actually, if you remember the Jurassic Park cover from back in the 90s, the holograms and 3D and lenticulars, he was actually part of that. He was actually one of the world leaders that actually did all that and invented a lot of the lenticular, the lenses that actually gave you that ability, even like camera on a trailer to get you 30 different angles to make that picture come alive.
Get out. That's pretty cool. So what Dad say when you were like, you're going to follow in the footsteps of entrepreneurship? What do you say? I'm curious.
Yeah, no, I mean, I was enthused actually by movies and Steven Spielberg and all that, but enough, I went more technical and went actually into the off-road world for a bit, designing off-road vehicles, and then actually led me into the trailer world. Off-road vehicles need a trailer to tow it. And then from there was just an ability to jump into actually the cannabis space. And from the cannabis space, jump to CBD and then to Melting Forest. So it's just an interesting transition.
Man, and so as you've moved to, that brings us present day. So let's get into, how'd you get the idea for, I see co-founder here, so you co-founded the company. How'd you get the idea for this? Where'd this come from?
Yeah, so really so we've had a CBD company going 10 years, myself and my co-founders, called CBD Living. So we were in the space right when cannabis world, CBD, from topicals to gummies, our first product we launched is CBD water. But the past about 3.5 years ago, we were looking in the market, starting in beverage with CBD water, looked in the market to find something that we could actually get to the masses. Unfortunately, CBD kind of had its up and down journey, people not understanding what it was. Regulation was really all over the place, even though it's coming back on trend now. So we looked in the market, the psychedelic community, we're a counterculture brand, and we're not afraid of it by any means. So we looked down that angle and realized like people are super enthused by the mushroom. But we wanted to keep something that we could actually put to the masses. So we took the imagery from that world, really fun, the enthusiastic colors, the mushroom artwork, but then blending in, as we call it, the forest side, which is putting the best of the best ingredients we could in the product. Going out, and if it's a lion's mane, well, let's get a clinically studied version of it, and let's put efficacious dose into the can, so you're actually getting a functional benefit. And so we did that across the board as we came up with every ingredient in the house, it's all our own formulations. We made sure everything had an efficacious dose. So we're bringing the fun with the functional.
And I see, I'm looking at the website, and you got this all over the place, from Cost Plus World Market to Bevmo, Bristol Farms, Gelson. It's the who's of distribution. How's the product? How's the market taking this product?
Yeah, so we started 3.5 years ago. We'll end this year just about 8,500 stores. So we're nationwide.
Congratulations! That's amazing. Congrats. That's remarkable.
Yeah, thank you. And we had an ambitious goal, or it was 3 years in 3 countries. So we're 8,500 stores here in the States, growing strong across the board with various distributors. And then also we're launched in Canada, and here shortly Mexico's turning on. So really trying to launch North America as strong as we can.
Amazing. What do you attribute some of this growth to? Like, what's the secret sauce here?
I think, honestly, it's consumer habits changing. As we know, we've seen alcohol decline. Even myself, I notice myself drinking less. You go to a social gathering, and I'm looking for a non-alcoholic alternative or a mocktail or just something different. But also, I think the health aspect and just what we're drinking. Nothing against sugar by any means, but a lot of times I don't need something that's just crazy high sugar. I want something that's going to give me maybe a desired effect to de-stress you, as one of our products does, or maybe I want an energy drink, but I don't want all the synthetic stuff that gives you that headache, that gives you that come down crash. I want like a more natural energy approach. That's really how our functionality started. And I think the consumer habits have changed, but it's translating down from younger generations telling, hey, Dad, I know you love stopping at that corner store to get your energy drink every morning. You've been kind of programmed to do, but why don't you try something different and see how you feel at the end of the day?
Talk to me about flavors and like what went into this. I'm looking at a black cherry, a coconut pineapple. I'm looking at some gummies, matcha. Like talk to me about flavors.
Yeah, so we wanted to make sure we're kind of out there in a bit. I mean, in the market, especially with having two functionality, having energy drinks can traditionally have the same consistent flavor unless it's their trademark drink taste, as we all know. And then for de-stress, it was we're looking to be more botanical in nature. We're from the forest. So really, it was just looking in the market. We kind of saw what was out there. We understood the energy space, and it's pretty much the same flavors on repeat for the most part. So we wanted to put our spin on it of things that we liked. We also, took some of our best sellers in our other brands, CBD Living, and looked at some of those flavors and said, okay, how do we integrate this in a more natural way? And then the same with the de-stress, just looking at the market, seeing what was out there. There really wasn't too many leaning into this category yet. The calm category, it's still emerging. So took some fruit-forward flavors, but then paired it with botanicals to really mix it up.
What did you call that? I didn't hear that. The calm category, did you call it?
Yeah, the calming category, our de-stress.
What is that, please? Yeah, please tell me what that is. I've never heard that term.
Yeah, so basically, antithesis, if you will, to energy. I mean, we're so used to getting up every day and you grab an energy drink, you grab a coffee. I mean, you have some chocolate, there's caffeine in it. Like caffeine, there's plenty of caffeine in all types of products. And our energy line does have caffeine as well to help enhance. But a lot of times you want something that's just not caffeinated, and so we launched our de-stress line, which is, a calming focus drink. You can take it morning or evening. It's not going to make you sleepy by any means, but it's going to help you just kind of clear that noise, clear that clarity to help you get through the day or help you unwind in the evening. So you can take it morning, midday, evening. Just going to relax you.
How delicious is that strawberry lavender? Tell me.
Yep, that's our number one. I don't know if it's just a pairing combo. Yeah, it's the number one across the board.
And for the record, for everybody listening, I haven't tried it yet, but I'm so excited to go to the conference so I can get some samples over here and taste this, because I did not know about this brand yet, but now I know. And I already know. I'm looking at it and I'm like, oh, this is going to be delicious. Like just some of the pairings and the flavors. Flavors matter. Like mission matters, flavors matter, Sean, right?
Yep, definitely. And then functionality matters. That's the next thing now too. You got to have fun branding to have that consumer actually want to try something different. The program to trying the same, let's call them blue chip brands we're used to, have them mix it up, make it fun, make it different, but also make it flavorful. And then people can make something taste great, but the functionality is what's getting consumers to come back. And now going 3 years strong, we know we have a brand. Consumers are continually coming to reorder, buy the product, ask us what else is in the pipeline. So it's really exciting time.
That's super exciting. And speaking of the branding, like talk to me a little bit. Like it's a beautiful can. Like it's beautiful.
Yeah, I mean, we looked at the same thing. We were out in the trade kind of looking before we launched this, and just everything, to be honest, looked the same. I think it was, 3 years ago was the year of pastel colors. Nothing against the companies that did a lot of pastel colored cans. Some that did, phenomenal, but everything started to look the same. And we wanted to change it up and actually make it stand out on the shelf. So we went down to our local Bristol Farms. There's one, not far from the office, and placed some sample cans on the shelf just to see what it looked like in the assortment. Then we'd have people come up to us and say, oh, what's that? And it's like, we knew we had something, just it was so different compared to what everybody was used to, especially 3.5 years ago. I mean, now you're seeing some brands evolve, being a little more out there, but 3.5 years ago was a lot of just seas of regular colors, pastel colors.
So as I'll throw a quick timestamp on this. June 23rd, we're recording this 2026. Sean, give me the vision going forward. Like a lot of entrepreneurs listening to this, a lot of executives. What's the dream? What's the vision going forward for Melting Forest?
Our big thing is just getting cans as many hands as we can to just, have them try something different, change up the routine. Do I think I'm going to convert every energy customer? By no means, but if I can convert some of them to the energy category that maybe has not tried it before because energy had a dirty name with a more natural approach, or bring people into the other side of our de-stress line just to help them relax, because we know there's plenty of stresses in the world. So for us, it's really just growing the brand consistently, growing the consumer base, listening to the consumers on the feedback, and getting the product out there.
Fantastic. For everybody that's listening, it's going to be at the CPG Convergence Conference. Come out and check it out and get some samples in as well. CPG Convergence Conference happening Thursday, June 25th in Los Angeles, California. There's a link in the show notes so that you can click on it, grab some tickets, and meet myself over there. And Sean is in attendance as well and taste some of this melting forest. Sean, how do people connect? How do they follow the brand? How do they learn more?
Yeah, best thing is just, meltingforest.com. Of course, on social media platforms, just type in Melting Forest.
Fantastic. For everybody listening, just so you know, we'll definitely put some links in the show notes so you can just click on the links and head right on over, connect with Sean and his team and grab some of that beverage. And speaking of the audience, if this is the first time with Mission Matters and you haven't done it yet, hit that subscribe or follow button. This is a daily show. You heard me correct. Each and every day we're bringing you new content, new ideas, and hopefully new inspiration to help you along the way on your journey as well. So hit that subscribe or follow button. And Sean, man, appreciate you and I'm looking forward to meeting on Thursday.
Yep. Thank you for having me. Look forward to seeing you there.